everybody. Welcome back to Very Opinionated but Slightly Educated. I, as always, am Luca DeVigo, and I'm sitting here with my good man, Matt Campanella. Matt, how are we doing today?
Good, brother. How are you? It's nice to be back on. We took a little bit of a hiatus here. I feel like it's been 2 months since our last podcast, but I'm back. I'm glad to get back on the mic. That's what I'm glad to be doing. Speak much, kid. Holy.
I mean, here's the problem. We always say we're going to get back to each other, but we never actually get back to each other.
Yeah, that is. I want to say, and I'm self-aware. I want to say that's probably one of my biggest traits as a human being is, yeah, I'll send you that thing, and then 3 weeks goes by, and I send it then, and then it's too late to the party.
Or do you ever find yourself saying something over and over and over again to some person, like, yeah, I'll text you back. You know what? I just get so busy, I just forget that people text me.
Go to the LCBO today. Listen to this. Go to LCBO today. A lineup of, I don't know, 10 people outside, all 6 feet apart, of course, practicing social distancing. Get in there. First step, as soon as you step in there, they ask you to sanitize your hands. There's a station. They have like a taped down, Purell bottle on the table, okay?
Damn.
So you do that, whatever. You get inside. I go straight to the vodka, okay?
Why are you going straight to the vodka, boy?
I'm getting the pink with me, okay? I hear it came in. I'm thinking, how many degenerates can really live in a town like Bolton? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but do you know our town?
Well, that's the shame on me. That's where I get the shame on me. Long story short, I get to the vodka, looking around, no one's there. Try to find someone to ask a question. You think you had a hard time finding someone to ask a question before COVID-19?
Oh, good luck.
Good luck now. As soon as you lock eyes with someone, they've already gone 20 feet away from you.
Really?
So I'm trying to find someone. I find someone that we used to go high school with, and I'm not, you know what, just because he was a good guy, and I'm gonna name drop him. I know no name dropping here, but for the sake of this story, I'm gonna name drop him. I see our friend Alex Marcucci there. Okay, he's man in the vodka section. Good for him.
Yeah.
Like a true man.
Brave man. Brave.
He's on the front lines right now while me and you are laying in bed. So good on him. But I go up to him. I say, hey, I'm looking for this pink Whitney. What's going on? Where is this thing? How many cases did you just get? One case? Luca, would you believe he told me in 2 days, clean, wiped out? They had 30 cases cleaned.
Yeah, not a surprise. Not a surprise.
I could not believe it. 2 days, gonzo. $30 a bottle.
Yeah, not a surprise, man. Think about first off, how many people listen to Spit and Chicklets. Okay. So you got all the jabronis who are listening to Spit and Chicklets who are already like, wait, we got to find some of this vodka.
Let me stop you right there, though. For the new listeners, people who don't know us, if you don't know what the word jabroni is, Google it. You're going to hear it a million times and get used to hearing it.
Who originated? I'm surprised you know the origins of this one. Who originated again?
The origins of this, as I was once told as a little karai, was that it was the Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik,
man. That's a good
WWF wrestler, but popularized by The Rock.
No, popularized by The Rock, but originated
from the Iron Sheik.
I'm telling you, look up this guy on Twitter. The best follow you'll have, other than Dustin.
The Iron Sheik. He's out there. He's on social media.
Yeah, man. He was saying. I remember. I'm gonna find the tweet where he put it up. He was like, "What do I think of COVID-19? Screw that jabroni." I was like, what else do you need, man? That's like, this guy's got the right outlook, not me.
Oh, yeah.
God. But yeah, have you tried the Pink Whitney or no?
I haven't tried it. I'm not very much of a vodka person. Ever since high school, I've been a Jack Daniels guy. I actually have a bottle. I have a bottle for special occasions of Johnny Walker Blue sitting in my my cold cellar, my cantina, just waiting for something significant to actually happen in life, but nothing.
You know what the problem
is going on?
When are you gonna drink that? What's a special occasion?
Graduation, marriages, I don't know, anything significant, man.
So if I told you, hey, me just being able to make it to a Saturday every week is a good enough celebration for me to crack open the Johnny Walker, would you think I'm a degenerate?
Making it to Saturday is why you crack open a beer. That's why that's why you buy the Pink Whitney, because that's your the $30 bottle is your congratulations, you made it to Saturday. That's the $30 bottle.
And then I gotta I gotta put that into a bunch of flasks, bring it downtown because I can't afford any drinks down there. That's a whole other problem.
Who can? You're paying $10 to $15 at a Leafs, Raptors, or not Jays game. Never mind. Leafs or Raptors game now.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was gonna ask you, when do you think we can start going to the club again?
Honestly, they've banned everything, any like events up until what was it, July or the end of June, something like that already. Hoping we don't have a large second wave of this, then I think maybe July. Like, because you got to think we're 3 days into April now.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the entirety of April and the curve still hasn't flattened yet, don't even think about going outside and going back to normal.
It's just so hard to think like optimistic for that. You know what I mean? Like, I think people don't understand that. Okay, let's just say even 2 months after this is all over and and everything is quote unquote back to normal, I don't think it's going to be back to normal.
No, it's going to take a little bit of time to readjust.
I think it's going to be a whole different ball game in that sense.
I think there's going to be certain goods and services that take a little time to get back up and running properly.
Well, hey, if you want to go down to Spadina and College, Spadina and Queen, and go into Chinatown there and see what the hell's going on, by all means, because I think that whole place is going to be struggling for a while, those poor guys over there.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of prejudice that's going on. But you know what that means? That just means dim sum's going to be empty, and dumplings are going to be empty when we go.
Dim sums, okay. I for people who are listening who love the dim sums, good for you or whatever. I get you. Everyone's got their weird quirks, but I don't see the appeal for dim sum. I really don't. I never
don't see the appeal for dim sum.
Almost as much as ramen. Ramen, I don't get at all. Ramen.
Okay. Me and you have already gone to war over ramen. Yeah, that's fine. I get it. You don't like noodles with your soup.
It's fine. No, I don't like. Yeah, why do you have noodles with your soup?
Hey, have you never had Lipton chicken noodle soup? They got little noodles in it. Have you never had? Never mind. Let me hit you with this one. I know you're Portuguese and you love touting the Portuguese, but you do have a little bit of Italian in you. You ever had just pastine?
Yeah, but that's
that's noodles in your soup. Come on. Noodles in the soup. I vouch for ramen. I love the ramen.
Are you a French onion soup guy?
Not a French onion soup guy. Yeah, I like to keep my soup simple. Kind of.
I like a French onion soup. I don't think it's complex. It's just fucking onions and bread and cheese.
I'm also kind of stupid. I don't like try new things just cause. I stick to my routine. I stick to my routine, but like if you put it in front of me,
let me put you on blast for 10 seconds. Coming from the guy who's telling me to try freaking dim sum, you won't even try a little bit of...
Well, because what is different about dim sum? It's little dumplings filled with like chicken or pork or shrimp, and like you have different all kinds of different things. Like it's just little it's it's kind of like a classy version of Mandarin.
Those people are dressed to the nines. They're chilling. They're filling up your water like it's their day job, which it is, I guess, to a certain extent. But they're on it, okay? They're on it. Like you put that glass down the moment that lemon touches the bottom of the glass. There's water in it right away.
Sometimes it doesn't even need to touch the bottom of the glass. If it's even resting on the ice, it's full.
I took a sip out of the glass, full up.
Yeah. Before you even you stand up, and every time you come back to the table, it's full.
Look who just joined us in here on the Zoom call here.
Welcome, everybody, our good friend, Filippo. Yes, hey, Phil, how's it going?
Good. How are you, sir?
Not bad.
How's
give me time to shower.
Yeah, give you a little bit of time to shower, looking for the screen. I like that. So what's going on today, man? What have you been doing with the quarantine day number, 15, 16? What is this for you?
I don't know. Actually, you know what? That bothers me. Everybody you go on Twitter, Instagram. One person's on day 9, one person's on 16. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, who's keeping count of this? That's like a jail thing. Like they're making the marks on the wall. Like, oh,
and isn't it a little weird how everyone's on a fucking different day of quarantine? Aren't we technically all in like 3 weeks now? Like
at the end of the day, it's the same bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's just fucking guessing.
So you're doing okay then, guy. You're surviving. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
You're
one
eating
day at a
good.
time.
I know you're eating good. That's for sure. Your family, you guys eat good, so you're doing better than the rest of us in that sense.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, everyone should be technically eating good. They've been stockpiling on food like we're about to all starve to death.
Well, that's a whole nother. I can't find. You ever guys ever besides sloppy joes?
I haven't had sloppy Joe in forever.
Guy, I can't find fucking sloppy Joe manwich. Like if my life depended on it. Anyways, story for another day. We'll get into that another time. So this is like I said before. This is my buddy Philip Iozo. We got a big track record, me and him. Obviously, probably a lot of people already know love-hate relationship. Many people must think they hate, which I agree with them. Don't like the guy. Now, Phil, with everything that's going on, I wanted to bring you on because I think that you can offer some funny stories of either myself, probably not Luca, because Luca was a little bit of a
Thick in the mud.
no stick in the mud, maybe a more of a high achiever in the days that we could
Wow.
come up with stories.
Wow.
We were more degenerates. We used to go to Allen Drive, pack lips, and do a little lap, have a little head rush, and then stumble in the front door.
Hey, Luca, you want to know what this guy used to do?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, everyone was dipping. He used to fucking talk this big game because his butt buddy, right? You know, like I don't need to say the
Yeah,
other one.
yeah. No, we know
Get
JB.
on the
The one
podcast.
that, the one
Yeah.
that stopped me, right?
Yeah.
He was in. So this guy had to be like that too.
Mhm.
So, you know, he would go and he with this fucking skull cherry, like a hard, big tough guy.
Wait, you mean he
Relax.
didn't start on something nasty like wintergreen like the
Oh,
rest
he never,
of us?
he never even got to that point. You haven't even let
No.
me finish. So he used
No.
to do that. We'd go, we'd start packing a lip. Within like 2 minutes of it being in his mouth, he'd be throwing up everywhere. He wouldn't be able to handle it.
Oof.
And then, oh, let's go get a shawarma. Let's go get a shawarma. That's all it would be.
Right, if you-
Walk around school for, I swear to God, 2-3 years. Every day you'd see with the tin in his back pocket walking around.
Yeah.
But this, just the whiff of it would make this. And
Which-
we're ready to chuck him.
Saying that's hilarious because I remember Matt here used to be the legend in like what was it, grade 10 or 11 when he used to have the tower, the pyramid of tins in his locker at school.
This is the problem to all our listeners. This is the problem with Phil. He great storyteller. Don't get me wrong. Great looking, by the way. All the lady listeners. But for the love of God, he misses the most biggest points. Like, thank you, Luca, for bringing that up. Phil forgot to mention that it was after swallowing 4 or 5 mouthfuls, okay? Over the years,
Jeez.
that's when I started to open up cans and just the smell. It could be the smell of punani. The smell of it would make me regurgitate. Can't stand it. But yes, Luca, you are right. Grade 11, I had this freaking pyramid in my locker. I was known as
No,
a
it couldn't have been grade 11. Most people weren't dipping by grade 11.
Was it grade 10 then? It had to be.
It would have had to be grade 10.
Okay, because before I met my lady friend.
Mhm.
Because that's not fine. I promise you that. But yeah, I remember the one thing that I remember out of my dipping thing was me and Phil used to go to Allen, pack a grape. I think it was called the kayak. I could be
Really?
mistaken.
Those
But
were
I
the
remember-
cheap ones.
Yeah, one of the cheap ones. It was like buying discount brand smokes, like the discount smoke. So you
Like
can.
DMDs.
Did
like
you
the
guys
weird-
ever, our good friend, the one you were talking about, Phil, he once got us actual like native long cut,
The red
like the actual
tried that
big, the
once, I
red
didn't
men, the
like it,
big
yeah.
leaf that you actually had to chew. That stuff we tried once. That was the last time I ever had chewing tobacco. It was just so
You have to put that
nasty.
in big league
The
chew,
red
remember
man, I
that
didn't like
bubble
it.
gum? Yeah.
It was bad.
You have to
It
put
was
in
the
the
stuff you had to like where we were like, okay, we're gonna chew it with some big league chew to take the edge off of it because this stuff's apparently intense. It was bad.
Oh, you
No.
could do that. You could mix it. That used
Yeah,
to-
Yeah,
you
you
have to-
chew it
oh,
with a little
gum.
bit of the gum, so it makes it a little bit better. But no,
It was still like eating prunes.
it ruined it. It ruined the entire dip, everything for me, just because it
Shout
was
out to all my
just
prune lovers out there.
it was
Okay,
not
so-
a pleasant experience.
No, not at all. Okay, well, off of that topic, because that's judgment right there. That's
I
a
mean,
good topic.
technically
Not
though,
bad, not
you'd be
bad.
surprised, Matt and Phil. You'd be surprised how many people will say like, "Oh yeah, I used to dip in high school, like grade 9, 10."
I remember the first time I did it.
Anyways, okay, what happened? Were you at Calvin East? You guys were at the concession stand checking out the popcorn girl? Or
Oh,
what?
I remember the little baby pinch. I took those like little.
It's a little fine. It was like a pinch of salt when they tell you
You
to
can
add a pinch of
barely
salt,
even
like,
see it in your bottom
Yeah.
lip.
Yeah.
You're spitting it out. You rinse your mouth out 20 times before you go back out because you think it's still in there.
Back at Caledon East Arena.
Hey, buddy,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you though, swallowing that was probably my closest experience to death. Maybe
I
food
never
poisoning.
swallowed.
Maybe food poisoning, but
was bad.
that was for all those people that have been stupid enough like me to swallow it. Fuck, man. was trying to be cool, Luke. I'm trying to drink my Gatorade
Oh, yeah,
while
I know
I'm
you.
on, trying to hang out with the guys. It's not happening. Look like a
Trying to
fucking
drink a Gatorade. Yeah, I just gotta. What's
whatever.
wrong with your
Swallow it
bottom
up.
lip? What do you mean? What's wrong with your bottom lip?
And then drink it on the same side that you're
Yeah.
packing it on, so it all goes down the same tube. Why not?
Just
Right?
didn't learn your lesson the first time, so you had to go back. What flavor Gatorade did you go for to
Orange.
mask the? Was there a
No,
specific
what
flavor
Gatorade
that
color
that
is that?
tasted good coming back up? Like after you did it the first time, you kept going
No,
back
no.
to
But what kind of Gatorade people are you guys?
it? I like that weird one, that like almost clear purple one. It's
Okay.
like it has some next level name, like Purple Rain or some shit. Sounds like a Prince song.
If people could see the faces that me and Phil just made when he said the purple one, like what a monster, what a psychopath. But anyways,
No,
Why? What do you
I know
go
what
for?
you're talking about. I don't mind that one.
Phil, which one you liking?
You know what? I like orange now. I used to hate that one
Yeah,
when I was a kid. Now I don't know what changed.
big orange guy. I'm a big
Yeah.
orange.
My taste
Orange.
buds changed. I think.
Just straight orange.
I like orange one. What else do I like? There's pink lemonade. I'm a big pink lemonade guy.
Pink lemonade had that one. It was
Mhm.
actually wasn't that bad. I expected it to be so sugary. You know when you have something so sugary, it's just like it's sour.
Yeah. Do you
No, it's
prefer the
actually nice.
Gatorade over the Powerade, or it doesn't matter for you? For me, it doesn't matter. People who bitch it has to be Powerade or it has to be Gatorade. I don't understand. Tell me.
It doesn't matter, but
certain
I
ones,
kind of get it.
I like the Gatorade bottle more.
Okay.
The old
Oh.
Gatorade bottles used to just automatically win it because they used to have that like weird like little
The ones that twist. The ones that twist
Yeah,
open. And
the ones
Oh,
that
you don't
twist
like the
open.
squirt.
No, I
Yeah.
do like those ones, but the
Yeah.
Powerade ones were weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gatorade.
and
That's why Gatorade.
I don't know. The Powerade ones are all kind of have a specific like sweetness to them. That's kind of odd, but
That's
I don't
fair.
know. It doesn't really matter whether
Okay.
you drink Powerade or Gatorade. It's the same shit.
Okay, so enough with the Powerade talk. Obviously, we have Phil here. We want to talk a little bit more about Phil. So
You're doing a great job driving the bus, by the way.
I appreciate it, man. Usually it's Lucas, so I you know what, I just wanted to show off.
Hey, it's your guest, man. You gotta take control.
Come on.
Hey, you know what it is? You know what it is, Phil? You know what it is, Phil? He's gonna sign off here. He's gonna go get on the phone with the missus. He's gonna have no control. So he has to get it where he can.
Take it where he can. Okay.
Take it where I can. Did you guys not know that? I don't wear many pants. Probably only
You know what?
pants I wear.
Hey,
We
who's
should.
this going to, by the way? Who do you send this to, just out of curiosity?
So we send
Everybody.
we send these to pretty much everyone. Right now we have me and DeVigo were talking earlier. This is kind of a not a humble brag for everyone listening. I have a guy that's willing to do the editing for us for free of charge. Thank God. Shout out to Mike. Thank you very much. Sending it out to a few people. Maybe I'll get a few investors involved. Maybe contact Coca-Cola. Say, hey, if you guys want to put us out there, maybe McDonald's.
Apparently, we're funny. Everyone we've sent it to have been.
Yeah, call them to Ferranti cheese. Never mind. You know what?
Hey, and if they want some ad space, tell them to text us. We take cash.
You know what? Luca, for now, just because I'm wearing the pants on this episode.
Are you wearing pants right now?
Shit, no comment. Shout out to Ferrante Cheese, because you know what? You guys wasn't even part of that company, but the memories and the stories that I got told from that place, forever engraved in my brain.
Yeah, that one I'm not gonna forget. That was funny.
And with that being said, though, Phil, can you give us a little bit of an insight? Give me one funny story of Ferrante that you think you could tell.
Oh, the time that the father, like it was a father and son that owned it. The time that the father caught me and the son getting ripped.
I love it.
And he just called us out. Oh, that was
give it to me. What's the story? Give us a little insight there. Give us from the eyes of Phil.
So the father and the cheesemaker helped run the production side, and then the son ran like all the shipping and like the customer relationship stuff like that.
So it's a father-son business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the hours that you'd work like Thursday, Friday, Saturday mornings, like 3, 4 in the morning, maybe even earlier, until like 3, 4 in the afternoon, no problem.
Oof.
Tough hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone was a little edgy, right? And the father would come around and he'd work in like these, like, what were those jeans called? You know, the ones with like the white stitching, the double ones down the leg. What are they?
Are they True Religions?
Oh, something like $300 jeans, just little, but he used to, and just a little like conettiere with the t-shirt on top, and he used to sweat bad. Like you'd see it right through the shirt, right through the undershirt.
Might as well not even wear a shirt.
I feel you, boss.
But it was, you know what, everyone did. But anyway, he would come around and him and the son would start arguing. This was like a constant thing. I'd be back and forth, help on this side, help on this side, help on this side. I'd be listening to them scrap. And the son, he used to rip this vape pen 24/7, like get himself fried.
Nice
Good
pen or
stuff
what?
too.
Nice pen?
And so near the end, when he started becoming buddies, me and the son, he would like smoke me with him, right? So we'd
Yeah.
get fried together. One time the father was having a bad day. He was pissed. So we're walking back towards kind of the production side, and he cuts us off in a doorway, and he starts ripping us and screaming, "Oh, you got to do this. You got to go talk to this person, whatever." He's freaking out. And he looks at me, and I'm like holding in my laughter as hard as we can, because we used to rip him behind his back, kind of,
Yeah.
right? And so we were already doing that, and we're kind of laughing and funny. And then he comes around and he starts doing everything he does, and I'm trying to hold my face, and then I just started bursting laughing. And he looks at me, goes, "This guy's fucking boxed. He's boxed." And he starts screaming.
How do you not get fired right then and there?
Oh, I was a good
Oh.
employee.
Phil had too many inside scoops on them. Phil knew too much about them. They couldn't let him go.
Too important.
Yeah, he knew too much. He knew too much.
But no, but after that day, it changed. After that day, it was a little bit off, but it's okay. Had to go back to school anyway, so it's all good.
Hey, whatever. Hey, again, shout out to Ferrante cheese. I appreciate the memories, man. Great cheese.
Yeah.
Very good.
Those bocconcini hot in the morning that came off the wheel fresh, those were good.
People can't tell that Phil's Italian. I don't know what other. This should be pretty obvious to the Italian community out there. Ciao.
Well, we're sending it to Bolton. I'm feeding into it.
Well, that's the whole thing. So we were talking about this earlier, and you being a very outgoing personality yourself, I want to get your input. When do you think we could go out to bars and clubs again?
I think the whole summer's locked down.
Yeah.
If not more.
So you'd say into the new year, let's say 2021.
Yeah, geez, that's a little far though, no?
See, but that's what I'm saying, Luca. I think
summer. Don't expect much from summer. Like we're gonna be watching summer go by from the indoors. A lot of people are gonna, that seasonal depression stuff. Like a lot of people are gonna feel real shit because you're watching our only 4 summer months go by from our windows. But
I don't want people to confuse those symptoms or withdrawing, whatever you want to call it. I don't want people to confuse those symptoms with the symptoms at large.
Yeah, that's true.
That's going to be the thing.
I guarantee the more that we let this linger and play and tippy toe around it, and yeah, you could do this, but you can't do that. Groups of 5. The more we do that, the more it's going to linger.
Yeah,
no, 100%.
My opinion.
No, I agree with you in that sense.
I had another job with your fellow paisans, Matt.
Oh,
no, you call paisan in Portuguese?
Landscaping, caray.
Landscaping?
Landscaping. Anyways, what happened over there with the Ruiz and the Joses?
Dude, this guy, so I'm a 3-man crew. We were like cleaning daycares in the city, like inner city, like government buildings. They would be like daycares on the side that like the workers could go like leave their kids, whatever. And I think it was like a free thing,
yeah, cool.
Anyway, so it was another owner's son.
Always in trouble with the sons.
Always another owner.
Man, he's fucking. You're pretty good at networking. Never mind. You get him right to the guy, right to the source,
right to the next generation.
Anyway, so summer job, construction, the truck every day. We'd spend like 2-3 hours driving through the city every day together, like in and out of the truck.
Yeah, you get to know.
This guy he knew all the conspiracies. He knew them pretty deep too. Like he knew the details of it, of like whatever those people believe. But it was crazy. He was like the flat Earth, the Justin Bieber's a lizard. What were some other ones that like all the Walmarts are getting bought out to get turned into like concentration camps for certain people.
Hey, do you know if the birds aren't real birds are actually just government surveillance drones? Is that an actual conspiracy theory, or is that just everyone ripping on?
You ever seen a pigeon face to face? Fuck you. Those guys are theory. That's not a government bot. Those guys are ruthless.
What'd you say?
You ever met a pigeon face to face? You ever been downtown? You're face to face in an alley with like 20 pigeons.
Dude, those things are violent.
You're fucking vicious. They're not government.
Maybe it's just Toronto pigeons though, because I don't know. You go around the world, like you see before Italy was in lockdown. In Venice, you used to be able to feed the pigeons because they have the one big square by the canals where everyone goes, takes pictures of pigeons and shit. Like those ones aren't clawing your eyes out, but you come face to face with a Toronto pigeon, and he'll steal your fucking wallet.
You guys got shit on by a bird yet?
No. My nonna used to raise pigeons.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Phil, answer my question. Race or raise?
Raise.
Oh, they said race pigeon.
Like to eat.
As a gangster.
Yeah. How would you race a pigeon, Matt?
He's racing pigeons for a living.
How would you race a pigeon?
Maybe like you train them like to send messages and you send one way and one the other way and see which one gets back
See
first.
who gets there faster.
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. That's a fucking good idea.
Then you
With
just
no- with
send
no-
every
with no
message
sports-
is a taunt, like you suck.
With no sports going on, we could probably get that on Bodog. Start getting people to bet on that. Never mind.
Hey, as far as we know, birds don't carry it. So yeah.
Well, fuck, whatever. Phil, how are you doing without sports? Never mind. Speaking of sports, starting to
I was watching another playoff Leaf Senator game from 2002, I think today. I watched the 2004 one the other day.
yeah, whatever. It's probably.
You're trying to make yourself feel good as a Leafs fan.
Man, Ty Domi was a sick hockey player.
People think he was a scrub. That guy actually played.
He could actually.
He knew how to play.
All kidding aside, that guy would like. I'm not trying to be one of those guys, but like you should see, he used to cycle the puck. He used to make passes. He'd get to the net. He was pretty good.
All the hockey listeners out there, Phil's a big old-time hockey guy. So
You can tell also he is the coach of the Chiefs because he's using some big words out there. He's got this. He knows how to cycle. He's trying to teach us
Phil,
game plans in here. He's on the bench
I-
with a board and a marker, trying to show us what to do, and none of us are
Full
listening.
equipment, yeah. Player coach.
Yeah, player coach.
Like the old times, like what's the guy from Slapshot? Not Oglethorpe.
Oh, I know. you're talking
No.
about, man.
Oglethorpe is goon. Oglethorpe is goon.
Oh,
But
I know.
it's another name like that. It's something Oglivy, the old guy with the leather jacket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find that right now.
Phil, this summer for hockey, what are you thinking? You got any information from the league?
No, it's probably closed. I'm not.
Yeah.
My hopes aren't high. I want to.
Reggie.
I even got in better shape. I think I'm in the best shape I've been in since like I want to say mid high school.
Reg,
Wow.
oh my God! Again, shouts out to the women. Are you listening? He's in the best shape since high school, and that's my thought.
Phil's on the podcast now because we told him never mind Tinder, throw it out, delete the app. You come on the podcast once, we'll talk you up.
What's Hinge? What's Hinge? What's Hinge?
What's
Bumble?
Hinge?
You don't need
That's
that
when I
shit.
see
You fucking-
the Snapchat ads all the time.
Yeah.
You know what? Snapchat. People that put ads on Snapchat must be making a killing. Though I don't care what they say. People on Instagram ads, all that fun stuff.
No shit.
Clickbait for fucking days.
All these influencers.
Oh my God! I saw a TikTok. I saw this thing a TikTok girl made. By the way, it was Reggie. I don't know if anyone heard me yelling.
I heard you yell. It was Reggie.
I haven't bit the bullet yet. I haven't got TikTok yet.
Don't do it.
I haven't either.
Don't
I'm
do it.
still in the
That's my
camp of
problem. I
it's
don't know.
discount Vine, and I don't
Don't
even
do it.
want to
It's
have to
Vine.
go through all the bad, the
Like,
like.
what am
I
I
don't want to
gonna
go
do?
through the withdrawal of not having Vine anymore.
No, fuck that. I just don't want to be in, like just look. You know, people that look at that all day, like all they do is watch TikToks.
That's crazy.
Psychotic. The same song playing over and over, the same dance. You're that new Drake song. Never mind that Drake song. Let's left, pick right, whatever the bullshit is.
I don't- the song?
I haven't listened to the trailer of the or whatever you want to call it, the snippet with Roddy Rich, but I want to hear the whole song.
I heard
Saving
the
the whole song.
Rich, delicious.
I haven't
Is it out
heard.
yet?
I haven't heard. What did he release with Roddy Rich?
This little snippet. It was like literally like a quarter of a verse, not even.
I know today I saw on trending. I watched the video. He released the Tootsie Shuffle or whatever it is, Tootsie Shuffle.
Isn't that not what I was just talking about? The Drake thing?
No, that's not with Roddy Rich.
Oh, that,
No, this is like I literally I think for TikTok because he does this stupid little dance in it. It's bad. It's
Oh,
almost
okay,
Hotline
here's the
Bling
Drake
bad.
thing. They got this dance. It's like
Right foot out, left foot slide, left foot out, right foot slide. That's
something
what
like
how it goes.
Anyways, everything's turning into a fucking song and dance now.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you. That's
I know a Young Thug song got ruined. I'm kind of pissed about that.
which one?
There we go,
I don't know. I don't even know which one. I just
guys. Number one.
Oh, you know
song
it's
dance.
on TikTok and it's automatically dead to you.
Any Thuggers fans that listen to the pod, make sure to send a message to Phil and challenge his Thugger knowledge because I bet you'd put you to the test. This guy is the real deal. Okay, Phil. So before we kick you off here, which I'm not doing anytime soon, but I just want to give you a heads up here. I think we should tell a nice little Campanella story, a funny little Campanella story that will get the listeners a good chuckle. I'm sure there's plenty that you can think of.
you're gonna be mad at me.
What's a quintessential Matt story? Give us like you think of Matt Campanella. You're standing up at his
I already know
wedding.
what he's gonna say.
You have to. It's his wedding.
The one that
You're
really
sta-
comes to
you're
mind,
staring
I
at-
don't think I can say is the one where he's running out naked out of a house.
There
Oh,
we
we're gonna get to
go.
No, don't ruin that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
That's kind of what I was hoping you were gonna get. But...
Shouts out to episode number 5. I swear to God, everyone, we're gonna get to that story. That's
what do we call it for now? What do we tease them with? What do we call it for now?
What do we call what? What are you saying?
What's the title of the story? Because that's a pretty legendary Matt story. I'd say
I thought your mom wasn't home.
Yeah, I thought your mom wasn't home.
I thought your mom wasn't home. We'll tell the I thought your mom wasn't home story on episode 5.
I thought your mom wasn't home, man. Or running wild, running naked wild. Buddy, I like that. But like I said, Phil, I think I know what Phil's gonna say. Phil's gonna say, oh, well, the quintessential Matt thing. Well, every time we go out, if Matt doesn't talk to everyone and their mother, then something's wrong with Matt.
Yeah, but everyone listening to this already knows that.
Matt, this isn't supposed to be therapy for you where you discuss all the problems. We're asking Phil's opinion.
He just wanted something on record to...
Yeah. He's trying to clear the air so if he meets anybody or anybody knows, he's like, guys, I know I have these problems.
That's the whole reason this podcast started.
Yeah, exactly. Just to air out my dirty laundry, guys. Come on.
Oh, jeez. Give us one, Phil. Give us a quintessential Matt that doesn't involve him running naked out of someone's house.
Hey, you know what was funny? One time, it was me and you that went to Dime the first time, right?
Yes. Me, you, and shouts out to Nick Ricchetti.
Yeah. And then I went back with Dan and Paulo and Ewan.
Okay.
And that was a good time. And then you remember that me and you had nothing to do one night. We're like, whatever, let's go down. I'll just go have a couple of drinks, see what's going on. And we walk in. Everything seems normal. Usually this is a place where, like, to be weird, like a good mix of people and like rap music, hip hop music, and like
let me give the
waitress is dressing a little skeevy. You know what I mean? It's like,
let me give the listeners a little bit of a heads up here. It's kind of like the lower class warehouse.
And we walk in and we notice there's like a gay couple, like a couple booths over, whatever. And then we notice like a second one, a third one. We're like, okay, maybe we got the wrong read on this place the first time we came. Maybe that's not our thing. And then the waiter comes over.
Keep in mind, this is just me and you sitting there too. So everyone's on a date night.
Oh yeah, you're right. I should have started that. You're right. So this is just me and him on a date night.
Yeah.
So you two, it's you two surrounded by a bunch of gay couples.
Yeah, and I'm also like just by fluke, like dressed a little bit like, say, fruitier.
Chest hair out, like
no, not like that. But like I think I had a fresh haircut. You know what I mean? Like I had my jeans were a little tighter than they needed to be that day. And we get into this booth, and then we notice even the waiter. And we looked at each other, and I think we realized it at the same time. We showed up on gay night.
Oh my God! Wow. The looks that we got. The fucking at the bar too. You know, I was wondering why all these guys were looking at me. I thought you had my face. And then and then it started to make sense when I'm sitting there and I got poutine cheese coming out of my mouth, and everyone's hi, look at everyone's got the googly eyes when I'm sipping on the straw. I'm thinking, holy shit, what is everyone looking at me? That's why.
Yeah, like if it wasn't a real bromance before, it really became one that night.
Yeah, if you
guys went to gay night.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're gonna call it intentionally. We're not even gonna say it was an accident. We went on purpose. No shame.
Well, I mean, if you guys, I don't doubt you've gone back on gay night, but
no, we haven't. Unfortunately, not. Nothing against. Shouts out to the community, but.
You think any uproar or anything is gonna happen from cancellation of the Pride Parade?
Oh, I don't know, man. I saw people bitching about that on Twitter, though.
I don't think it's fair to group them all together, but I think that group that does stuff like that, they just look for any excuse, man. Any excuse just to post something.
You know what? Maybe.
I mean, but is it any different than how most people, like, you got celebrities going around? You guys see that article? Sam Smith posts emotional pictures of his mental breakdown in his $12 million mansion. Like, come on.
Sorry to interrupt you, Luca, but you know what I love about these fucking celebrities? Oh, man, it's so tough in quarantine. You know, I played ping pong for 4 hours in my private arena. I went into the pool all day in Palm Springs. Oh, you know, so fucking tough.
Here's the thing. The thing. I'm one of these celebrities with a $12 million mansion. My first thought, if I had a $12 million mansion, would be call up all the boys, get them in there, and we're quarantining together. Because none of us have to leave the house. We're celebrities. We get everything flown in anyways.
All of their friends aren't real friends. They're just there to mooch off the money and be in the house when shit gets real. I want to be with my family. I don't want to be in your fucking...
That's another thing I think about Luca. And another thing, if I invited 10, let's just say 10 of my brethrens
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, 2 of us are getting murdered or 2 of us are accidentally dying.
If I was
You think so?
for sure one of us is gonna end up. Yeah,
Fucking 20 minutes.
I'd kill you probably.
Okay, now who are you talking about?
The most? It'd be 8 o'clock in the morning, like he wakes up that early. It'd be like fucking 1 in the afternoon, and he'd come up to me and be like, "Ciao." I'd fucking lose my mind, Luke. I'd punch him square in the
How
face.
many chows is the limit? How many chows is the limit? Because it can't be the first one. It can't be the first one.
Okay,
The first one's too much.
One in the morning and 1 at night. If that's like so common in your life that you have to say ciao and 1 in the morning, 1 at night is acceptable. But you telling me on pro clubs for me to cross the ball into the box and you go ciao, 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 I'm gonna lose my mind. It gives me every reason to want to make me kick you in the teeth.
That's not built for roommate life.
If people listen to this and don't agree with me, you're a psychopath. You're part of the Ciao community.
No.
Ciao 14 times a day.
It's true though. It's true though that they say if you want to hate somebody, live with them.
Well, that's a whole nother level though. But how about if your lover is like, what if it's your lover and you're living with them?
Well, then that's how you find out whether you're gonna stand a chance with them or not. Don't you think it's crazy to not live with somebody before you get married?
Yeah.
Like you're committing to a life with this person and you're like, oh, I've never lived a day with you in my life.
Okay, I don't know what everyone else's parents. Mine didn't.
Weekend getaway doesn't count.
Mine didn't.
Yeah.
In Jamaica,
7 days.
count.
7 days doesn't count. Mostly if you got an open bar.
Yeah, no, going on all inclusive does not count as living each other. Someone that tells me differently, they're a liar.
Hey, best of luck if you can make it work. I'm not saying you can never make it work. I'm just saying, like,
are you trying to foreshadow something? You trying to tell me something?
But at the same time, like, I guess different generation. All our grandparents didn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did your parents? My parents didn't fucking live with you.
Yeah, my parents didn't live together until they got married.
I actually have never asked my parents.
That's a good question to ask, guy. That'd be interesting. That's your way out of the house.
They lived together, like, in brief stints back and forth from each of their own parents' house together, like, while the house.
Yeah, you live in the basement for a year.
And getting ready.
Yeah,
and they got married, and then I think, like, they had to finish building, and then they moved in.
Well, Phil, anything else you want to add in before we kick you out of this little podcast you were doing over here?
You know what? I'll save it for next time.
Perfect.
Well, hey, I really appreciate you coming on, guy. Obviously, you are more than welcome to come on as many times as you want.
Oh, we'll have you on again soon. Maybe by episode 5. Episode 5, he can tell the I thought your mother wasn't home.
What's the title again? Phil, drop it for us one more time.
Oh, what did I say? I thought your mom wasn't home.
Yeah, I thought your mom wasn't home.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. So we'll discuss this another time. And then, Phil, hey, have your computer ready and we'll go from there. It's not like you're doing anything better.
No. Take it easy, boys.
All right, brother. Much love, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Fucking guy. Piece of shit. Fucking guy.
Oh.
Great guy. Great person.
Our friend Filippo. When did we meet him back again? When was that? What was that? Select hockey?
I met that guy when I went to Holy Family. Holy Family was in grade 3. Holy Family. Shouts out to Holy Family School.
Grade 3 Holy Family. Jeez.
Grade 3, I met that guy. Not a fan. Still not a fan.
Still not a fan of him. Still not a fan of him. Hanging out with basically only him, me, and Ernie, but not a fan.
Not a fan. No, not just. Shouts out to Uncle Boca. He'll get on the podcast. That's who Phil didn't want to do.
Uncle Boca.
Which I don't mind. I understand it. People are scared of that guy. He's fucking freaky. I want everyone to keep in mind that the conversations are going to keep flowing. And I hope everyone's enjoying what they're listening to because I don't know about you, DeVigo. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this.
Well, we get to kind of just talk. You get to have your little therapy session like we had with Phil there.
Free therapy, first of all.
Free therapy. That's a big part of it.
Thank you very much.
And no, it's always fun chatting with you. Dumb shit tends to happen when me and you are either having a conversation or just hanging out together downtown. And we'll get into a lot of those stories later because we have a lot of them now.
No, with that being said, I think everyone's obviously looking forward to that whole what was it again? Gunja Brain. What did Phil call it?
It's the your mother's not home.
Your mother's not home podcast.
The your mother's not home story.
I promise I will get a few.
That's the title. Hey, that's the title of the podcast.
Yeah,
that episode. That's the title of the episode.
I'll get a few of the guys on that were first-hand witnesses to that. And,
well, that's gonna be That's
now. If that's not our most popular episode, I don't know what is.
it. Maybe not the most popular episode, but the most popular story ever told on this podcast. It will be that one.
Guaranteed. Well, with that being said, Davigo, we're coming up on our hour mark here. I think it's time to wrap it up.
All right, my guy. Until next time.
Thanks for everyone for listening. I'll talk to you soon.
See you later.